How's it going, everyone? I'm KingBlackToof, and I saw on Reddit someone asked how you make this kind of shield, so I thought, you know what? Let's just make a video about it. So it's going to cost you about 4 to 7 divines to craft this, and it's primarily a spell suppress shield with about 25% chance to spell suppress on it. It's also got +1 to maximum number of summoned totems and increased critical strike chance for spells in the range of about 100-110%. So at the start it's going to be high RNG, low risk, at about a mid cost. When you're using fossils and essences, these are going to range from about 12 chaos per attempt and 7 chaos per attempt for the essences of Scorn. After we manage to hit the spell suppress, we'll have no more RNG, just a little expense in the form of 1 metamod craft. If you're still interested, let's move on to the next step. So the terminology that you'll see encountered in this video is fossils and essences. Fossils come from the delve mechanic, and we're going to be using perfect fossils in order to improve our quality at the start. You can also buy these from the trade website. And then we're going to be using essences of Scorn, which are found on essence monsters within maps, and these can also be bought on the trade website. So a little demonstration on how to purchase things in bulk from the trade website. We want to go to bulk item exchange here, and then we want to say what we have chaos usually, and then we want to select what we want. So first let's look for delve fossils, and we're looking for the perfect fossil, which is this one. Now before we press search, which you can do, you can type minimum stock. Since we're purchasing 10 or 20, we could say only show me people that have got at least 10, so you save yourself some time. So here we've got, this guy's got 17 and he sells 10 each, so you can only actually buy 10. This guy is selling them for 9 chaos each and he's got 10, so you can go give me all 10 for 90 chaos, whisper him, see if he responds. If he doesn't, move on to the next person and get about 10 to 20 before you move on. And that's how you bulk buy from the trade website. So the first thing we need to do is go onto the trade website to find ourselves a shield. We're looking for 5% chance to suppress spell damage. There's quite a few shields which do this. I'm going to be using a Supreme Spike shield for this purpose. What's really important though is that you find one with a Schafer influence. This is notated by the red sort of cross, and that allows us to get +1 to maximum totems later. And it also needs to be item level 86 minimum. This allows us to get tier 1% chance to suppress spell damage later on. So once you've got all this, we'll move on to the next step. I'll do a little video showing you how to find one. They're relatively cheap, so that's good. So a little tutorial on how to search for the specific shield. So we want a shield, so we'll write it in there. We want Schafer influence, so we'll just type Schafer, and there it says it, Schafer influence. And we also want item level 86 minimum, so we'll type it there. Now if you're copying me and want the Supreme Spike shield, you just type it at the top and then press search and we'll see. So the top one is 10 chaos. So first of all, it will have the Schafer influence because we searched for it. It will be item level 86 and it has 5% chance to suppress, which is the best type. Just make sure it's not corrupted as well. We don't want corrupted. That's fine. 10 chaos for that is absolutely fine. This is basically identical. You can have a look at the base percentile. That's the stats it inherently has. So 60% is a lot better than 26. But, the prices are generally quite small. So, yeah, just buy one of them and we're ready to go. So once you've got yourself a shield, if it's not already so, we need to make it rare. Just use a Regal orb and then we're ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is use perfect fossils in primitive chaotic resonators to reforge an item with an emphasis on quality. So I'll keep using these until I hit 30 quality. This is actually a skippable step, but it's very hard to get 30 quality later on, so it's better to do it now while the item is completely brand new. So once you've got 30% quality, we're going to be moving on to the essences. Now we're going to be using tier 1 deafening essences of Scorn. This guarantees 110 to 119% increased critical strike chance for spells. Okay, and every time we use it, that's guaranteed. So the mod we're looking for is a tier 1% chance to suppress spell damage. This is a suffix, so it will always appear near the bottom of the item, below critical strike chance for spells. So that'll help you just to look out for it a little bit more. So hopefully you got a tier 1% chance to suppress spell damage, and hopefully you've also got an open prefix slot. If you don't have an open prefix slot, then you're going to have to annul and hope it hits, which is a bit random, but that's what needs to be done. Because what we're going to have to do is craft a prefix modifier called Suffixes Cannot Be Changed. This costs 2 divines from your crafting bench. Or alternatively, if you have all your suffix full, so you've got 3 suffix spots already taken up, then we can purchase a wild bristle matron beastcraft from the trade website. This will only cost you 1 to 1.5 divines, so you save a little bit of money that way. So next up, after we've got Suffixes Cannot Be Changed, we're going to head to the Haughty crafting station where we use our harvest juice to craft stuff. And we are looking for Reforge Influence. Now just be careful, there's a couple of things that sound very similar. We're looking for the one that costs 5,000 primal crystallized life force, which is blue, and 1 sacred crystallized life force. So this will cost you about 1.5 divines for this, and this will guarantee +1 to maximum number of summoned totems. The outcome could just be +1 to maximum number of summoned totems, or it could be that plus another prefix. So congratulations, that is the shield practically done. If you've got any open prefix slots, then just craft something. I went for maximum life because that seemed like the best choice. And if you've still got an empty slot, then the only alternative is to Exalt Orbit to get a new random modifier. Now, it is random, but the odds are quite good that we'll get something useful. There's a lot of evasion, energy shield, mana, so use an Exalt Orb and hope that you get something good. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully this craft helped. I am going to put a little clip at the end of the video where I do this in-game to show you from start to finish the process, with a little bit of editing involved. Let me know how it goes, and hopefully that served you well. Thank you very much for watching. How's it going, everyone? So this is a full example of how to craft that shield that you saw in the previous video. This was actually requested on Reddit. How do you make this shield? And since I love doing this type of video, I've decided to just go ahead and do it. So first thing we need to do is we need to purchase a shield. They're relatively cheap. This one cost me about 20 because I went for a higher roll on the old base stats. So, you know, base percentile, I went for a higher roll. So this cost me 20 chaos. Very cheap. You can get this for as cheap as 5. It's just a Supreme Spike Shield with Schafer Influence. Level 86. Item level 86. Okay, they're the 3 things you're looking for. There are other shields. I think a Mirror Shield also has 5% chance to suppress as implicit. So you're looking for a Supreme Spike Shield, Schafer Influence, and item level 86 so we get the best rolls possible. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to do some fossils to get to 30 quality. You don't have to do this. I'm going to because I have some. So let's hope and pray. Wow. Okay, we got it. 30 quality. Great. So we can get rid of those. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use Deafening Essences of Scorn. This will guarantee on the shield 110 to 119% increased critical strike chance for spells. And then we are looking for a tier 1 roll of suppress spell damage. This is the suffix, so it will go quite low on the item when you're looking. So let's go. Okay, I'm holding Alt as well. So there's our 100% chance for critical strike chance for spells. So it's going to be below that, so let's have a keep going. Tier 3. We want better than tier 3, I think. Okay, I'm gonna have to go buy some more. Be right back. Okay, so I went and bought some more essences. I also got some of the extra juice we're gonna need for later on. So ignore that for now. Alright, don't get scared. We have 28 here. And we're still looking for tier 1 if possible. Spell suppress. Okay, again, just remember it's a suffix, so it'll be at the bottom. And don't get scared. Your shield knows when you're scared. Tier 5, that's not good enough for me. I ain't no chicken. I'm getting a little chicken. Getting a little scared. Right, we're back. We've got another 28. A bit unlucky, but don't get scared. Bam. Let's do this. Let's get it done, shall we? Let's just get it done. Spell suppress, where are you? You're here somewhere. I can see you. We've got 16 left. Tier 2. Ah, Tier 2. Now the problem here is that we don't have a prefix open. So I'm going to have to annul a prefix. Which is bad. I mean, we've got some terrible suffix, so I think I'm going to just annul. And then I'll keep rolling maybe. Bam. What did I get rid of? I got rid of a... I think I got rid of the suffix. Prefixes. So I got rid of a suffix. So prefixes. Yeah. So I need to annul again. Get rid of a prefix. Glad I got rid of that suffix though. We got rid of the spell suppress, so we have to keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tier 2. This is a lot better. This is better. This is a lot better. Finally. Okay, we've got prefix open. We've got 2 prefixes open. So we have 8 mana. So it doesn't matter. We're not gonna do anything with that prefix at the minute. What we're gonna do is we're gonna craft onto it a prefix saying suffixes can't be changed. Okay, because we want to keep our suffix of spell damage, suffix of fire resistance, which is not bad, and our 100% chance for spells increase criticals. Crowned with my text. Okay, so suffixes can't be changed. We craft that on. Okay, and then we go into here. We go to influence. Because it's a Schafer influence, we are going to be careful of that one. We don't want to randomize the influence. We want to reforge the influence. Now this, because it's Schafer, will guarantee +1 to totems. And it will get rid of suffixes can't be changed and mana, I think. It could. I've experienced it just putting the totems on, but also totems and something else. We'll find out. Kabam! +1 to maximum totems only. So at this point, we can now just craft what we want, which is probably life. Ding. Prefix, maximum life. I mean, you've got some other options. Whatever's good for you, I suppose. Socketed gems quality. I'll just go with the maximum life. Kablam. 62. Let's just 70. Beautiful. And then we'll exalt the last thing, and odds are it's decent. We'll get some evasion rating and shield. I think there's only one thing that we don't want, which is like reflect or something like that. So kabam. What did we get there? Reflect. Fuck. Okay, but that'll do. And there's your shield. So process being Supreme Spike Shield, level 86 with Schafer influence, and then I chose to do fossils and then Essence of Scorn to get that increased critical strike chance for spells. Then when you've got it, make sure you craft suffixes cannot be changed, and then reforge on the horticultural crafting bench. Reforge influence, this one. That's 5,001 sacred, so that's about 1.5 divines. 2 divines for the suffixes can be changed. Maybe another divine for these. And then you've got something that looks like that. And let's do a price check and see if I wasted all my money. I did not have good luck with it, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, let's get rid of elemental resist. 15 divines. So if I can sell it for 15 divines, I made a profit. Let's actually have a look at what his is. I'm sure his might not have reflect, might have something good. Oh no, he left the Exalt out. He's got 2 maximum chaos resist. That's pretty good though. 22%. What is mine? 20. Oh, mine's lower than that. 17. Yeah, I didn't get tier 1, did I? Okay. So mine's what, like 8 divines or something? I'm hoping. Thank you for watching. Take care. And I'll see you again very soon.